Hey y'all, so it's Father's Day, so I decided to do a quick video here of the top 10 things I learned from living with my dad, which can actually apply to you guys too, because you can learn stuff from what I've learned. Maybe, probably not, whatever, let's just roll with it. Okay, so, number 10. One thing I learned, the older computers, the big tower ones, and maybe the new ones, but I've only seen it on the big tower ones, can spontaneously have a little explosion inside of them, and it's freaking kind of weird. So be warned, it happens. I woke up one day and there was this fiery smell, and the computer was smoking, and something inside blew, and there was a little mini fire, and it was just a great party. Okay, number 9. My sister's gonna kill me for posting this, but so there was a day she was at my house and we were playing Barbies for all 2 minutes only, because it's not that fun when you're already, it turns out. And I don't even know why we did that. We just found our old Barbie dolls or something. And then we were watching all these kids' cartoons, and it was like the only day my little brothers weren't around. So my dad comes down, and he's like, "What are you girls up to?" You know how awkward it is to be like, we're watching a bunch of purple pink aliens go to war. And before that we were with Barbie dolls. So my lesson is to always have at least one cool thing you do when you spend the day with your sister, just so you can like have something to talk about if that ever comes up. Number 8. I learned this, and my mom won't agree to this still, so my dad did. That makes him a little bit cooler for that portion anyway. If you call your pet rats your grandkids enough, it turns out that your kids enough, turns out that your dad will start calling them his grandchildren. So, that happened. It was kind of awesome. Aren't they cute? Where are you going? No, don't run away. I don't want to catch you. So yeah, it happens. Number 6. I went to Toronto, and I saw all these awesome singers that nobody else knows who the heck they are, but I do. And it was awesome, and I got all their autographs, and I talked to them all, and I got a picture with one, and it was really cool, and yeah. But this is the thing. Afterwards, when I was talking to people about it, most people didn't actually care. So I learned that my sister and my dad will actually sit there with me and watch them on, I think it was, yeah, they were all on the Tonys afterwards, and Good Morning America. And watching them on Good Morning America, I actually was able to record that and show it to my dad later and be like, and that guy I met, and that guy I met, and that guy I met. And he actually stood there and listened to the whole thing and thought it was kind of cool. So turns out when you do random crap no one cares about, sometimes your parents actually do still care. Kind of awesome. Number 5, actually I skipped 6, whatever, who cares about the order. Okay, so I learned, and take note of this guys, you can successfully hide gerbils in your bedroom from your parents for up to a month. I successfully did this, it was amazing. Yeah, and then they're only returnable for the first 24 hours, so here's Steve. His friend unfortunately passed from old age by now, because that was a while ago that we got him, and he wasn't a baby when we got him. But he was hidden from dad for up to a month, so that was pretty awesome. Take note of that, guys. Also, I didn't care as much as I thought he would when he found him, which was quite cool. Number 4. If you're ever going on a job hunt, job search, whatever, turns out that my dad's actually super useful with helping out with that, so that was freaking awesome. So yeah, use your parents when they're willing to help with that kind of stuff, guys, seriously. Number 3, if you randomly go to Toronto on an adventure and you live nowhere near Toronto and you don't come home for 4 days, you should probably tell someone that you're going to do this before you just go out and do it. That should probably be a given, and I'm pretty sure my mom tried to teach me that, but I didn't take the lesson to heart. And yeah, you know what's really fun is being in Toronto and getting a bunch of emails being like, "Hey, you've been missing for a while, where the heck are you? Hey, I'm not mad because you are 24, but I just wanted to make sure you're alive." You're like, "Oh yeah, about that. I'm in Toronto. I don't know when I'm coming home. I'll let you know when I know." So yeah, keep people in the loop, folks. It's a good lesson, kids. Number 1, this has actually been a super huge thing in my life that I didn't just learn a lot of last year, but for a really long time. My dad has definitely taught me how to fix things. I made a computer with him once when I was in high school, I think. Or something, I don't know. Anyway, So yeah, taking apart my computer I can do because of my dad's teaching. So that's pretty freaking awesome, because when my computer breaks, it's way easier to take it apart yourself than have to pay someone. And how to fix a vacuum, I learned that from him, and I use that all the freaking time because my vacuum sucks. So that's pretty awesome. And number 1, as you can tell, a lot of this list hasn't been too serious things, but I just had to put this in here because it'd be unfair to do a video without this. So, as anybody who follows my blog or actually knows me knows, when I was living at my dad's, my pet passed away, and she was like my best friend at the time, kind of, and I freaking loved her to death, and I still miss her, to be honest with you. So she kind of was a white version of Epiphany in here. So if you can imagine this in white. Anyway, I know it's just a rat and stuff, but she was awesome, and she was my first real pet, and I freaking missed the crap out of her. And she died when I lived there, and it sucked because I watched her struggle with this crazy disease that she fought so hard and she couldn't win, and she actually died as I was kind of holding her like this, only she wasn't squaring away because she was dying. And it sucked. It really sucks to sit there and hold your pet and watch her die, and it sucks to have to compose yourself enough to go to work the next day. And I really do owe a lot to my dad for his help with that, and it was awesome because as I'm holding my pet rat there, you know, I remember he was supposed to be helping out to get the kids ready for bed, and him just taking a minute away from the boys to come down and collect the body so I didn't have to deal with that, because I was just so traumatized that I didn't want to have to, like, I don't know, deal with the dead body afterwards. So he took her, and that was great because it helped. And he went and bought me hot chocolate, and that was amazing. He grabbed my sister for me because that's always awesome because she didn't live with me, so we brought her over. And even the next day, he spent hours to find the perfect coffin, and he helped us bury her. And that time in my life actually just... Hello, cat. This is my cat. I freaking love her, but she's in the way. I don't know what they're doing. So anyway, yeah, that time in my life kind of sucked for those couple days there. And the one thing I really never expected to learn from living with my dad, and totally did, is that he can be really helpful when times just suck. So that's one thing we learned. This is my cat. She's my new best friend now, because the rat's dead. That sounds so horrible. But no, seriously, that time sucked, and it was amazing to have someone helping me out with that, and my sister too, because props go to her. My sister's like actually the best person in the world, for the record, and the fact that she's not your sister should make you jealous. Okay? Okay. Anyway, that's the end of my video. My cat doesn't want to be held right now, as you can tell. Hello! You want to go run away? Okay, go run away. So, I didn't want that to be 8 minutes, but it is. Yeah. Peace.